New Mexico has played a prominent role over the years when it comes to the latest space race. As the final frontier gets more players in the game, a nonprofit based right here in New Mexico is looking to create a nexus of research and development with the land of enchantment right at the center. Chad Brummett reports as part of our KRQE series, New Mexico Frontiers.
Humanity is in the midst of a celestial revolution. Companies like Virgin Galactic are pushing the boundaries of how we understand and explore the heavens. But we've come a long way to stand on the precipice of commercial space travel. Considered by most to be the father of modern rocketry, Robert Goddard brought his research to New Mexico in 1930. His contributions to the technology were later seen in the V-2 rocket. 100 of the German-engineered weapons were transported to White Sands after World War II as part of Operation Paperclip. The research that happened in the late 1940s led to next-generation vehicles, like the rockets that ultimately took men to the moon. Fast forward to 1982, and White Sands again was front and center, with Space Shuttle Columbia touching down after being diverted from Edwards Air Force Base in California. And in 2011, Spaceport America opened its doors for business, ushering in a new chapter for space industry.
New Mexico's skin in the game is firing up yet again, thanks in large part to the nonprofit organization NewSpace Nexus.
I just saw so many companies having such trouble navigating that behind the fence and not being able to get to all these federal assets to help them grow. So I saw an opportunity to leave the Air Force, retire, and then start NewSpace New Mexico. And I really wanted it to be a support to the space industry.
Former Air Force Research Labs engineer Casey Durad established NewSpace New Mexico with 3 basic goals.
The first goal was we need to build some kind of council or some kind of gathering of where all these organizations come together.
Thus, the NewSpace Alliance was born, which now has 240 organizations involved. The second goal was to get organizations connected to each other. And the third, get these organizations connected to funders.
So there's a lot of sort of government contracting. There's a lot of intellectual capital with, Sandia Labs, Los Alamos Labs. There's a lot of intellectual capital that they can start using and setting up their company and getting support and mentoring.
This spring, NewSpace adopted a new moniker, NewSpace Nexus.
Now, the nonprofit's goal is to link these satellite businesses, so to speak, with one another, creating a thriving nexus of space professionals here in New Mexico.
We're going to really kind of push out, show off what we have here.
And what we have here are nationally recognized institutions for research and development, universities training the next generation of STEM professionals, and a home base in NewSpace bringing it all together.
We really want to do this in partnership with the space companies, but then bring the companies down to help mentor and inspire and keep the pathway going all the way to the stars.
NewSpace Nexus Igniter companies are currently working on a variety of initiatives which include the cleanup of space debris, asteroid mining, and commercial space endeavors.